Nigerians are not really taking it lightly with government of Kano for relaxing lockdown. Nigerians react as Kano state government relaxes lockdown to enable residents shop for Ramadan despite increase in COVID-19 cases. Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has relaxed the lockdown in the state from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. for today, Thursday, April 23rd, to enable residents shop for Ramadan. This decision comes even as the state records more cases of COVID-19. Kano State currently has 73 confirmed cases of the viral disease, and as at yesterday, April 22nd, testing was put on hold because the state had run out of testing kits. Announcing the relaxation of the lockdown, the deputy governor of the state, Nasiru Gawuna, said, in view of preparation for Ramadan period, the state governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje has relaxed the ongoing lockdown from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Thursday to enable people buy necessary foodstuff and items needed for Ramadan period, which is expected to commence on Friday. Meanwhile, Nigerians have taken to social media to react to this decision by the state government. And someone is saying here that please copy your boss that is the dumbest governor ever lived. His state is in the middle of an upsurge in corona patients, no adequate medical equipment, and to crown it, 150 people died mysteriously without knowing the cause of the death, which could be another virus yet unknown. And someone says here again that, frankly speaking, I see no reason for the relaxation because salary is not paid yet to the employees in Kano. Are they going to buy Ramadan food items with their ages? Clap for your governor for being the chairman of the Iberiberism. Well, honestly, from all indication or ramifications, one would have thought, okay, this thing should be on, the lockdown should continue, but because of the Ramadan, they hold that Ramadan to a very high esteem, and they so much respect that. But since the lockdown has commenced before now, I think their own pattern is just every week is gonna it's been on lockdown for 1 week. Maybe after 1 week they might really extend it, but because of the Ramadan, and most of the time when people always try to relax this lockdown, I could remember during the Easter period, most of the governors were trying to relax the lockdown. They said, and people came out and said, if you relax this lockdown, then what is the essence of the job done? Even in Ogun State, you see that, it's like they have a days which they are on lockdown, and at times they have a free day that everybody will move on. But generally, in all ramifications, I don't think in this country we've been able to see the effects of this lockdown. Recently, there was a protest in Ogun State, the same Ogun State too. If you see the way people were jam-packed, people were just rushing, and the social distancing was not there in the first place. And in most cases, everywhere, a lot of people don't even believe in this lockdown or social distancing. They just believe that nothing is happening good and fine to them. Like, if you see the way people have been going together and be mixing up, and not even observing this social distance, I think maybe few people, but generally, in my opinion, the lockdown has not really yielded any positive results because people are still doing their normal thing. The difference is just that they are not coming out to the main road, or even the ones that will still come out. Even in Lagos, we hear that traffic here and there. What is causing traffic? People are already coming out because the thing is not really done in a proper way, and people are not really getting this filler. And we are our prayer, because we always pray. Because if this thing escalates more than what we are seeing, because you see that the numbers is increasing on a daily basis. So whether Kano State, if they relax it and they will still come back again, it's not really different from what has been happening in other states. Just like Ogun, like I said, it's maybe 2 days on, 1 day off, and that is how they have been doing it. So what is the essence of the lockdown if you really want to go by the way it ought to go? It's not yielding any positive result, because people are still doing their normal and their usual way of not even distancing themselves from each other. So if Kano is coming out to say the same thing, I don't know what they believe in, but I think maybe the reason why people are more concerned is because of what really happened recently in that state. within 3 days, within how many days, 150 people, and they cannot even say this is exactly what happened. And meanwhile, they are telling us that oh, people should not believe in that. But the governor has come out to say if he can get 15 billion naira, everything will be okay, so that they will get all manner of things. Just yesterday again, because the testing kits, it's not enough. They had to close down the whole thing. It's like these people are not really, they're not really taking it so seriously the way it's also. But I hope they know what they are doing, and it's a good thing that there's this a lockdown is going to be happening interstate. There's going to be interstate lockdown, so that you cannot move from one state to another. Because if some people are on lockdown and some people are just going by their business, their daily business, moving from state to state, some people can still move from one state to another state. If a state is being affected and people have the opportunity of moving to the other state, definitely those who have already done their bits before now, it will amount to nothing. Everybody will still come back to the same level. So this lockdown, interstate lockdown, I think that is a welcome development. But the intrastate lockdown, that is what people are talking about, because some people have been on it close to 1 month. So guys, let's hear what people are still saying concerning this lockdown, or this realization of lockdown realization in Kano State. People are not really happy, judging from what really happened. 150 people that lost their lives. Me, seriously, I think that's why people are not really too comfortable with this realization. But maybe by tomorrow they will start the lockdown again. In my opinion, I don't think we really mean what we are doing. Someone say you people should just keep quiet if you don't have anything to say. You guys want people to die of hunger, Abi. Kano State governor has done this and that. Go and become governor, and then you will understand that being a leader is not my mind. That's what somebody is saying there. I honestly think Ramadan Karim should have been jettisoned for now. Israel have stopped it because it can add to the problem on ground. He was the last to impose lockdown. Now is the first to relax same. This man's behavior will be paid for by his people. I think he hates his people. Of course, it's not really, majority of them don't even get this whole thing. Let the Kano people buy food to store for the next 1 month of Ramadan. A good decision by the government. The question is that do people really have money to stock their house for 1 month? Someone is asking, where is the money? Very, very good decision, my brother. Lockdown for too long and die of hunger, which kills faster than any known virus. Let's see how many that will survive to eat the food. Wicked government. How compulsory is Ramadan during pandemic? Religious is really hitting hard here. Ganduje is not doing well in the fight against this pandemic. In fact, he's playing. If he's not playing, he needs 15 billion naira. If 15 billion naira can be given to the state, I think things will be okay, according to what he said on Channels television. The governor's action in this case is okay. People must have something at home to stay indoors. Someone say people don't have food to eat. How can they stay at home? Government refuse to help them. Maybe they are going to help them in the north. Most of these palliatives, the beneficiaries are more in the northern part of the country. Maybe they are going to settle them. Someone says, okay, death is not regarded as serious calamity by the north. What the northerners regard as calamity are not working in the presidency, NNPC, Federal Ministry of Finance, Immigration and Customs, as well as other juicy federal MDAs. Okay. And also, Abdullahi Ganduje is really confused. That is Hausa people for you. That is not the time, or this is not the time to relax lockdown. I pity the state and the environs. What do you expect from people like that? But one thing is that, just like I've been saying, there is no place in this country that this lockdown is really effective. Just like what is happening in Ogun State, that is no lockdown in my opinion. I think maybe once in a week they come out to do some things, they have holiday. That is no lockdown. It is the same thing. But the difference between that and this is because of what just happened within that shortest period of time. what really happened, as people just died mysteriously. I think that's why people are more concerned, just like I said before. And that's why people are really concerned about it, because it's been happening in other states. If you want to go by what other states are doing too, come to Lagos too, you see that the traffic there is it's just like a normal day. People are beginning to come out. I think the government is even overwhelmed, because they know that the reality of the whole thing is that hunger is hitting people so badly. So, guys, what do you really think? Do you think the man is in the right direction, or is not doing the right thing, or you think they will make it up at the end of the day? Whichever one you think, please leave your comment below in the comment section.